Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to your channel The Anatomy Canvas, and in today's class we are going to discuss with the model of the human torso model with dual sex including both male and the female genitalia. So here in this model, this area including the lungs, the chest wall and the heart, I have described these structures in another video, and in today's class we will discuss about the viscera which are present in the abdomen as well as the pelvis. So first of all, here you can see that this is the liver, the right lobe of the liver, the left lobe of the liver and its different borders, and here you can see the gallbladder which is present. So now I will remove this area, and here you can see that this is the stomach which is present over here, and this stomach, it has you can see that this is the cardiac end of the stomach, here the pyloric end of the stomach, this one is the lesser curvature, this one is the greater curvature. So now I will remove the stomach to show you. Here you can see in this over here that this is the cardiac end of the stomach, the pyloric end of the stomach, the lesser curvature and the greater curvature. The blood vessels which are present over here, on the right side and the left side, these are the right and the left gastric arteries. So the left gastric artery is the branch of the celiac trunk and the right gastric artery is the branch of the hepatic artery proper. These two arteries anastomose on lesser curvature. On greater curvature, the left gastroduodenal epiploic and right gastroepiploic arteries are present. The left gastroepiploic is the branch of the splenic artery and the right gastroepiploic is the branch of the gastroduodenal arteries. So as you see that I have removed the stomach over here, and now I will show you the structures which are forming the stomach bed. Just a minute. So here you can see the different structures which are forming the stomach bed over here. So first of all, this whole area which is present, where the stomach is present, the structures which are in posterior relation to the stomach, these are forming the stomach bed. So here you can see first of all the small part of the diaphragm, then small part of the suprarenal gland, the renal gland, the splenic artery, and then the pancreas along with the pancreatic duct. You can see over here the transverse mesocolon. So these are the structures which are forming the stomach bed. So I will show you the other structures which are present over here. So this hole is the greater omentum with its blood vessel. These are the coils of the small intestine and the large intestine. So now I remove all of these parts to show you other structures which are present over here. So first of all, you can see that when I remove it, so you can see easily now that these are the coils of the small intestine, the cecum, the ascending colon, the transverse colon, the descending colon, the sigmoid colon, and then the rectum and the anal canal. Here you can see this is the pancreas, and this is the main pancreatic duct which is present. This one is the splenic artery. This is the first part of the duodenum. Here you can see transverse mesocolon. This area is the cecum. Now I will open it up to show you the structures which are present inside. So here you can see that this is the opening of the appendix. This one is the ileocecal valve, and then the ascending colon, the transverse colon and the descending colon. On posterior aspect, you can see that this one is the appendix, and here you can see the tinea coli which is present over here. So here you can see the stomach bed which is present, and stomach bed is also the posterior relations of the stomach which are forming stomach bed. So this part is the lumbar part of the diaphragm, then the left suprarenal gland, the left kidney, the splenic artery and the pancreas, and then the mesocolon which is present. These are forming the posterior relations of the stomach, also called the stomach bed. Now I remove all of these structures. So here you can see that this hole is the diaphragm, the lumbar part and the costal part of the diaphragm, the abdominal aorta, the inferior vena cava, the right kidney, right suprarenal, left kidney, left suprarenal, spleen along with its hilum. So first I will show you the abdominal aorta and its branches. So this is the celiac trunk, which is the branch of the foregut. This one is the superior mesenteric artery, which is the blood supply to the midgut, and this one is the inferior mesenteric, which is a blood supply to the hindgut. These are the testicular vessels on each side. You can see here, you can see the left and the right ureters which are present over here, and this one is the kidney. I remove the anterior aspect. Here you can see the different renal pyramids which are present over here, and then the minor calyces and the major calyces, and then this area is the basically renal pelvis, continues as the ureter. Then over here you can see the abdominal aorta, then divided into two main branches, the right and the left common iliac, which divides into external and the internal iliac. Here you can see, which is clearly visible, the external iliac and the internal iliac. So these are the testicular or ovarian vessels which are present over here. This area is the promontory, and then the median sacral artery which is present. The muscles which are present in this area, you can see this is the iliopsoas muscle, the quadratus lumborum, and the iliacus muscle which is present. These three are the muscles which of the anterior abdominal wall, the transversus abdominis, the internal oblique, and then the external oblique. So these are the different structures which you can see in the posterior abdominal wall. Now I will show you the genitalia in the female genital system which are present. So here, then the internal genitalia of the female reproductive system. Here you can see the uterus which is present over here. In this location you can see the ovaries which are present over here. So I should hold it in this position to show you the uterus, then the ovaries which are present, the fallopian tube, it's fimbriated and which is present in fallopian tube itself, ovarian ligament which is present over here, the round ligament which is present over here, and posterior aspect you can see over here that this is the rectum which is present, and I will open up this to show you the internal structure. So here you can see a small fetus present in the uterus. Then you can see the urinary bladder which is present and the its opening. This is the cervix, then the fornices of the vagina, and then the vagina. This is the ending of the sigmoid colon, the rectum, and then the anal canal. So these are the different viscera present on the of the female genital system. And now I will show you the viscera which are present in the male genital system also. Now moving on to the viscera of the male genitalia. So here you can see the male genitalia which is present. I remove from here to show you the internal viscera. So here you can see that this is the urinary bladder which is present, and then the sigmoid colon which continues downward and then become the rectum. So the ureters, urinary bladder which is present over here. Here you can see the penile area and the glands. Here you can see the pampiniform plexus of the vessels. These are the testicular vessels which are forming the pampiniform plexus over here. Here you can see the testes which is present, the head of the epididymis, body and tail of the epididymis which continues as the ductus deferens. Then I open up it. So here you can see that this is the urinary bladder, the urethra which is present, its prostatic part and membranous and penile part. Here you can see this is the prostate which is present over here. I know this one is the area of end of the rectum, and then the anal canal. So here you can see in this area, also on this aspect as well. Just a minute. So here you can see this is the seminal vesicle which is present, the ductus deferens. Also you can see the seminal vesicle, the ductus deferens, and then the prostate gland, and this is the ureter. So here you can see the urinary bladder, the ductus deferens, the prostate, the seminal vesicle, and the prostate. Also these sections of the prostate and the seminal vesicle. So this is all about this model. Thank you very much for your attention.